So the news is that Jimmy Kimmel's show is apparently coming back to ABC. He was originally suspended indefinitely because of the comments he made, which were, the words inciting. He was inciting tension and a political divide and wrong information. He said that the person who took the life of Charlie Kirk was one of you, which is number one, not true. And number two, by saying one of you, referring to the people who are conservatives or MAGA, then that instills this meaning behind the word conservative or MAGA that we are capable of doing those things. As everyone saw during the memorial in this time period over the last 11 or so days, there have been vigils, there have been people turning to religion, there are people going to church, there are people getting baptized. I don't believe in calling one party names in a totalness, but the Democratic Party, some, not all, but some, have made comments that are certainly very inflammatory, I guess that's the word, which I feel have gotten us to a point in this country where you shake your head and you're like, how has this all happened? That is why we did not appreciate the things that Jimmy said. And people would say, like, you cut off his freedom of speech. When you are working for a company, they can fire you for wearing the wrong scrunchie. So if we're going to move past the freedom of speech element, number one, I felt that he was inflaming an environment. Some could argue, and we could go back and forth with the freedom of speech thing, but the bigger picture is that when you have a public platform and you are representing a company the way he was representing, I believe he is with ABC, and you're representing ABC, and you have a platform, and a very large platform with a show, I think that you have a certain public responsibility that we're not just talking about the freedom of speech, but you have a certain responsibility in what you are portraying to people as your message. And I think that the bigger picture is that all entertainers and people with platforms should ideally be creating a greater good and creating good for their platform. So I'm a little surprised to see him coming back. A lot of you will probably not be surprised that ABC decided to bring him back. I'm disappointed that they brought him back because I didn't think that he showed a good moral projection with his content.